Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, I figured we'd try out my oldest makeup to date. Some of these products may be expired, but I don't care. I just was going through my makeup collection and I was like, damn, some of these products I've had for years and I want to see if I still like them. Are they even any good? And just make a full face out of my oldest makeup products. You guys want to see what these products are, well, what type of look I create? Well, then definitely keep watching. Okay guys, so I want to say that I don't have all of my oldest makeup products because when I did my declutter last year, I got rid of a lot of old makeup. So these are all the oldest makeup products that I have to date, and I'm so excited to do a full face out of these products. I hope they're still good. I'm kind of questioning some of the foundation and maybe the lip products, but you know what? I just wanted to have fun in this video, play with some really old makeup that I haven't played with in a long time, and just create a full face out of old or expired makeup. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys in and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so typically I would do my brows off camera, but I don't have any old brow product besides my Gimme Brow. So we're literally just going to use this today to do my brows. So I'm just gonna wait until after I have like my face on before I do them. It's gonna be so weird not to have my brows done, but that's the whole purpose of the video, is to use everything that's gonna be really old. So to start off, we're gonna go in with my Laura Lee Los Angeles. This is the Cat's Pajama palette. I bought this palette when it first launched, and this was the first palette I have ever bought myself in terms of like an influencer or like major palette. I bought this way before I ever even did YouTube. And then when I did YouTube, the second one was the Chris and Dominique Latte palette, but I bought this before anything and I haven't used this in quite some time. And this is definitely a couple years old, but I will never part from it because it's my first major palette that I ever bought. I bought it, like I said before, as a YouTuber. I bought it for Laura Lee. Like, I was really discovering makeup, and this was the palette that I bought. So we're gonna try to create a look using this palette today. I haven't played with this in so long. So we're gonna go into my P. Louise. This is the only thing that's not really old. I just don't really have any old eye bases. So I'm just gonna use this today to create an eye look, and we're gonna have some fun. I think the one I'm kind of nervous about the most is probably the foundation and maybe the lips, because the lips are my MAC lip products, and those products were literally featured on my very first like YouTube video. So I'm really curious to see how they are. I actually parted with one of the MAC products, but I didn't want to part with like lip glosses or stuff because I have such good memories of using those products. It's like what I literally started off when I first did my YouTube channel, was following Robert Christie tutorial, and those lips are gonna be featured in that. So I'm just gonna tap this on. It's so weird not to have my brow done, but we're doing it for the video. I'm gonna go in with like the top row, like do like a neutral eye look today more than the purples. So I hope everybody had a great weekend. I actually did not post on Friday because I was just playing hooky. I just wanted to have a day off where I did nothing but read and play video games, and I'm not gonna lie guys, it was actually super freaking nice to do that. But I am so excited because I actually during the weekend filmed me playing a Sims video. And I know a lot of people are not going to be really into my gaming content, and I definitely respect that. I'm going to go into the shade Cray Cray right here. I know a lot of people are not going to be that into my gaming content, and I completely respect that, but I absolutely love video gaming so much. And I told you guys, you know, if you guys have been here, and I told you guys a little bit ago that I really wanted to start incorporating other things on my channel, not just makeup. Like, I'm still going to have like 4 to 5 videos a week on makeup, like don't get me wrong, that's never changing, but I wanted to incorporate other stuff like video games and books. And so I decided to start a new series on my channel, and I really hope you guys give it a chance because I think it's going to be so much fun. But I created my real life in the Sims game, so I just posted my first video yesterday. I really hope you guys give it a chance and watch because it's actually gonna be so much fun to build my real life in the Sims, to see if I can become a successful YouTuber, because in the game I download the YouTuber app, the YouTuber mods, so I'm gonna see if I can become a successful YouTuber. And I downloaded the web development for Corey, and I'm gonna really try to live out our lives on The Sims to see if we can create our lives, and also to get input from you guys and see like where we should take our lives. Like right now I put us in a 1-bedroom apartment, but I am going to move us to a 3-bedroom apartment and kind of build the YouTuber space to make it a little bit more realistic. I am going to do that. That way it's just a little bit more realistic in terms of like how our life is now. And I'll also get our animals in it as well. But I just think it'd be so much fun to kind of follow along the journey and like live my life out in The Sims, so you guys can kind of like see more like behind the scenes stuff. So I really hope you guys do give it a chance, because I definitely think it'd be so much fun. And like we can definitely like, you know, do it together. You guys can give inputs and stuff like that. Like if we have any kids, what should we name the kids? And like if there's ever any drama, like you guys can be all a part of that. And I definitely had some people saying that they would love me to live stream that. I'm probably never going to live stream The Sims because I do have some mods on there. If you guys did catch yesterday's video, you guys will see that I had to blur out some stuff because I do have the Wicked Whims mod. And with the Wicked Whims mod, pretty much it allows your Sims to be like completely naked, and they also have the ability to do things on their own, so they can like woohoo on their own without me saying anything. So if you guys watch yesterday's video, you guys will see that Allie and Corey just kind of went off and did their own thing without me even saying they could do that. They went off and did their own thing, and I had to like blur out the whole thing. So on stream I would have to like completely like move the camera and not let you guys see that, because I don't want to get like demonetized or anything like that, because there is nudity and there's like sex in it. So I wouldn't want to like, you know, show that on camera. So I would definitely have to like take that out. I'm gonna go into the shade Okie Dokie. And I don't want to take out the mod. I do, but I don't. Like I want to take it out because it gets annoying having to blur everything. But at the same time, I don't want to take it out because I love my Sims kind of having like free will and like doing their own thing when they want. I love that they can do that. The only thing I don't like though is because they do have, I do have that mod, they have their periods, and it is the most annoying thing when they have their periods. And they, I also put on Risky Woohoo, so like I can make it so that Allie and Corey can like do their adult thing together, and there's a chance that she can get pregnant just like in real life, you know what I'm saying? So I just think it's a lot of fun. I really hope you guys do decide to give it a chance, because I'm gonna definitely keep doing it, and it's fun for me, and it just allows me to diversify my content just a little bit more and not focus 100% of everything on makeup, because I love makeup, but I'm like so much more than makeup, and I just would really love for you guys to be part of that journey as well. So I'm gonna go into the shade Redonkulous right here. I haven't used this palette in forever. It still seems good to me. I don't smell anything off with it, so it still seems like it's gonna be a nice quality palette. But I haven't used this in so long. I know this was like Laura's first palette that she came out with. And I will say, I think the packaging is really ugly. Like I'm not a fan of the packaging. But oh my god, I remember when this palette actually released, I tried so hard to follow along with like her eyeshadow tutorial, like using like her purples and stuff like that. I really wish I got that on camera. I really wish I filmed that video, because oh my god, my makeup was so atrocious. Like, trust me, I definitely think that my skills have built up from what they were, but I could definitely still use a lot I could definitely still use some improvement. But when I first started out using this palette, the looks that I created were so bad, and I would go out in public like that, and you know, I went in public with that, and I just thought that like, this is great, and like no one ever said anything. I'm gonna go into the shade, it's Scatterbrain. No one ever said anything, so we just made it work. But yeah, I just really wish you guys could have seen like my first looks using this palette, because it was so bad. But it has been so long since I played with this palette, and I'll never part from this palette. Like I know that like it definitely is old, and I don't necessarily say it's expired. Like I'm sure it's reached past like its shelf life. I don't know if it has a shelf life on the back of this. 24 months. Oh yeah, this is definitely past its shelf life, but I'm still going to use it. The shadows are still performing really nicely, and I don't even think that you guys can find this palette anymore anyway. So I'm just going to tap that on, and voila, very easy neutral eye look. I'm just going to clean this up right here, but very easy neutral eye look, nothing to it. I didn't want to create anything super difficult, but I still think it looks really pretty on the eye. So let me quickly do the other eye, and I'll be right on back. Okay, so moving on to primer, we do have the Tarte Silk Canvas. I actually still use this primer. I think it's absolutely fantastic, but it's pretty much gone, and it is my oldest primer. I literally have a video on this where I compared this to another primer. I don't know what I compared it to, but I remember I did a review on this palette, and I remember I did a review on this primer, and I have such good memories of it, because originally when I used it, I didn't care for it, but then I decided to pick it up like a year or two later, and I've really started to enjoy it, especially now. I don't know why, I've been enjoying it a lot more. But I remember I reviewed this while I was sitting in my one-bedroom apartment. I was sitting on a bar stool with my backdrop. I'm still using the camera that I used today I used that camera, and I remember that lighting was so off because like when you go back and look at my older videos and I was sitting in the bar stool with like the back, like the sheets and everything, I didn't have proper lighting. I just had my ring light, and you can just see like how dark my footage was. My audio was completely off, but I still have such good memories of like getting up in the morning before I went to work at Disney, and I'd film a review. I do my makeup and I film a review in the morning, or I come back home from like my serving shift and I film a review, and I came back home from my serving shift and I filmed a review, and I remember like being so excited, being so in love. Even though I only had like 10 people watch the video, it was still like the most incredible feeling to have that and be so excited. And I have such good memories of it. So for foundation, I really still wish I kept my MAC Studio like foundation, because that was my very first foundation that I owned, besides like Almay and like CoverGirl and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I do not have those foundations. But my oldest ones I do have are the NYX Total Control foundation drops. Do you guys see this? Okay, that is what my foundation looks like right now. And then we have the Ordinary. That is what my foundation looks like right now. And then we have the Catrice. We have the Catrice HD Light Coverage Concealer. There's like white stuff sitting at the very top of the foundation. I'm a little hesitant about this one because that has white stuff sitting on top of it. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. So I am going to kind of mix all three into each other. It has been so long since I've used these. You guys can definitely see where they have separated. And I'm kind of nervous because like I said, it's been a long time. So hopefully these won't hurt my skin. We're just gonna mix them because why not? So I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna give it a really good shake. It sounds super liquidy compared to what it sounded like when I first got it. So I'm giving this a really good shake, and then we're gonna do the Catrice. I don't know if this is gonna, I don't think this is gonna mix, y'all. This is just gonna be the gross one. So whew, let's go ahead and we'll take my Ordinary. I'm gonna go ahead and, ooh, she is runny. We're gonna take that. And then I'm gonna take my NYX Total Control drops, and we're gonna, oh, that is like literally water dropping on my hand. Do you guys see that? Literal water dropping. Oh my God, it's like literally falling everywhere. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm gonna take my Catrice. It still smells okay. I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna drop that right there. So we have the foundation. Take it on my sponge. Ooh, and I'm going to tap that on. Nothing smells bad just yet, so that's good. Something does smell like baby powder. I forget which one smells like baby powder. Okay, so the coverage is not bad, but this is kind of gross. Like the way that I'm literally like, I just need to show you guys what this looks like. This is what it looks like. Kind of gross looking, not gonna lie. And we're just gonna place this on the face. I will say this is definitely giving a lot of coverage. Nothing smells bad, so that actually is really nice that nothing smells bad. But holy shit, it is running all over my hands. Like I said, I haven't used these in so long. So I hope nothing in here is gonna be like bad and like break out. Like I hope there's like no mold or anything. I think the one that probably feels the gross is, I think it's gonna be the NYX Total Control drops. I think that one feels the gross. But the Ordinary is also extremely runny as well. So I can't, and then even the Catrice, like super runny. So like it's hard to tell like which one is the worst out of the three. I really can't tell which one is the worst out of the three. Okay, so there's still like, I don't know if you guys can see, there's still that white stuff just sitting at the top of that foundation. I don't know what that is, y'all. I don't know what that is. It won't budge, it won't move. It doesn't smell bad, but I don't know what that is. It's just sitting at the very top. So those are those three foundations. Super running, but I do love how the three mix together. I'm not gonna lie, it actually is kind of a pretty combo. So hopefully this doesn't cause any breakouts or irritation, because I don't know. Like I said, it's been so long since I've used these foundations, so hopefully I end up enjoying them. Okay, next for concealer, we do have the Tarp Shape Tape Concealer. This is so old. I don't think there's anything left in the concealer. Like, she is bone dry, but we're gonna use her. and we're gonna try to make the most out of this because this thing is empty. But it is my oldest concealer, and I held on to it for whatever reason I held on to it for, I did. So we're just gonna use that. I'm so surprised that there's literally anything left for me to use because like there's nothing left in this container. Nothing left. So hopefully this still blends out or doesn't dry down. I remember everybody used to be so obsessed with the Tarte shape tape. And it's so funny is that back then I could not afford to buy the Tarte shape tape, so I was obsessed with the ColourPop no filter concealer because it was very, very similar to the Tarte shape tape, but it was only $6 compared to like the $21. And as I got more into makeup and more into my channel, I was able to start to afford to buy the concealer. I bought it, and you know what? For the longest time, I still never got the hype of it, and I still don't now. I mean, like it's not a bad concealer, but definitely was not my favorite. I only ever kept it because I used to use it to carve out my brows. That was the only reason why I ever kept that concealer, was because of that. Otherwise, I never actually paid attention to it. So for setting powder, I really did wish I kept my Airspin setting powder, but I unfortunately did get rid of that. So I'm going to use my oldest one that I have to date, and that is the Juno & Co. This is the makeup setting powder. I'm going to mix it with the Fenty Beauty. This is the butter powder. I'm just going to mix these two together because it's literally all I have in terms of like setting powders that are the oldest. So I'm going to go ahead and like take this, and I just got powder everywhere. Good job, Allie. Good job. Tap this in to the skin. I need to buy a powder puff for this. I just don't feel like going into my like Kimchi Chic one. I'm just gonna use this to set underneath my water. Set right here. Oh my god, I forgot how amazing the Fenty Beauty powder smells. It smells so good. God, you know what's crazy is that I'm smelling the Fenty Beauty powder and I'm literally just getting flashbacks of sitting in my one-bedroom apartment when me and Corey moved to this complex. And I sat in my kitchen because that's where I filmed my YouTube channel. When I came back to YouTube, I was in my kitchen. And I got that apartment all by myself because Corey and I were not together when I got that apartment. He eventually moved back in when we got together. And I remember sitting in my kitchen smelling this powder, and that's when I really discovered my love for YouTube. And that's where, that apartment is where I got my first 100,000 subscribers, and then I got my first 10,000 subscribers and 20,000 subscribers was all in that apartment. And I just remember this setting powder, both the Juno & Co. and the Fenty Beauty being like my absolute favorite at that time. And it just, smelling it really does bring back memories for me, and it just, they're really good memories. Like, it's just nice that like there are certain smells and certain products that just bring back like such fond memories. Okay, so for bronzer, you guys should not be surprised, but we're gonna go in with my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. This was my first bronzer ever, and I still held on to this because this has such good memories for me. This is the first bronzer I ever used on my channel. I bought it specifically because Robert Christie bought it and she said how much she loved it. And when I did my first YouTube video, this is the bronzer that I used. So this is the oldest one I have, and I absolutely have the hardest time parting from this bronzer because it has such good memories to me. Like, it's like definitely hit pan on, and I got a good use out of this bronzer. But I know I should part from it because it is super old, but I just can't seem to let it go for some reason because I just am just so in love. And I'm not, I mean, I don't even use it anymore. I don't know, there's just some products that I just don't want to let go of. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some products I'm just like, no, but I have such good memories with it. But I know eventually I need to let it go because it is so old. I don't even know if they make this bronzer anymore, honestly. Like, I genuinely don't know if they make the bronzer. Okay, now that the face is bronzed, we're gonna go in with blush, and the oldest blush that I do have currently is the ColourPop Desert Rose blush. It is the oldest blush that I have. I did get rid of my older ones prior to this when I did my last declutter. So this is the only one I still have. I kind of wish I still kept my other ones, but I did unfortunately part from them during my last declutter, which is so funny. So I actually plan on doing another major declutter because I'm getting like really overwhelmed with my collection, and I plan on doing another major declutter. And to answer your guys' question, when I do my declutter, whatever I am getting rid of that's in really good condition, I will of course put it on my Mercari because that's what I did last time. And I had so much fun doing that. You guys seem to really enjoy that. So that's something I'm definitely gonna be doing this time around, is putting it on my Mercari once again, just like I did before. So now that that's on, I'm gonna go back into Laura Lee's palette. I'm gonna go into the shade Bomb Diggity right here, and we're gonna use that just to put underneath the waterline today. Just gonna lightly just place that there. All right, so for brows, I'm just gonna quickly brush this up. It's so weird not to like fill in my brows. I don't really do too much. I just fill in like the sparse areas. But when I first started doing YouTube, I actually never did my brows. I actually forgot when I started doing my brows, but I never did my brows. So it's so weird to like not really do them now. Like, look how sparse that looks. Oh, that is so bizarre to me. I don't like how that looks. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. It's not filled in the way that I like it to. So I'm just gonna go in with my oldest product, which is the Gimme Brow by Benefit Cosmetics. And I'm just gonna use this to just kind of set the brows in place. They're not how I would ever do my brows anymore, but I'm just going to leave it as such because this is how I used to do my brows way back in the day. Not even. I didn't even set my brows or nothing. Like I said, if you guys go back to my older videos, you guys will see that I never did anything with my brows, like ever. I don't even know why. I don't know why. I need to get my brows waxed badly, by the way. Okay, so now for mascara. Okay, so now for mascara, I'm gonna go in with my two oldest mascaras, and that is the Mile High Club from Wander Beauty, followed by my roller lash right here. These are practically empty. They're the oldest mascaras that I own that I've never gotten rid of. Why? I don't know. I think it's like the hoarder tendencies inside of me to not get rid of it. I don't know what it is. But I'm gonna quickly just curl my lashes. And then we're going to put the mascaras on. I don't have any old pair of lashes that would like, I would use for today's look. So there's just no point doing that. But I'm gonna go in with my Wander Beauty. I'm going to use this for my lashes today. I used to be so obsessed with this mascara. I forgot how I always got it. I think I always got it like in a BoxyCharm back in the day when BoxyCharm really was like the shit. All right, now that that's laid down, I'm gonna go in with my roller lash, which is empty, but we're gonna use it to make sure everything is nice and separated. Okay, so I just quickly threw on some ColourPop white liner. This is like the oldest one I have, but it's still like pretty new, if that makes any sense, because I go through these liners. I love them so much. So for highlighter, we're gonna go into my ColourPop, which, speaking of ColourPop, I actually got followed today by a fake account, but it was called Color Poop Cosmetics. I'm not going to lie, I actually kind of laughed at that because who would fall for that? Color Poop Cosmetics. I actually got a good chuckle at that, but it's like a scam account. I'm gonna go into their Flexterian highlighter. I absolutely love this highlighter. It is so freaking pretty. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna kind of stamp it on with my fingers because this is like one of those Super Shock Shadow formulas, and just like, look at how good this is. I almost grabbed my ABH Amarizi highlighter, but this one is a little bit older than that one, so it's why I grabbed this one instead. I don't know what highlighter I used when I first started out YouTube. I'm kind of mad at myself that I never like marked anything down. I just kind of like filmed and then just went about my day, and I never really said exactly what I was always using if it wasn't the product that I was reviewing. So I'm a little annoyed at myself that I didn't like keep track of that stuff, because then I would have like double checked my collection. But I do know that this is pretty old. Just gonna try to diffuse that out, and it's not really wanting to diffuse. I don't always use this highlighter anymore because it is such a Super Shock Shadow. It's like super shiny, and it kind of just like sticks to the skin. But we're just gonna make this work. Okay, so for lips, I actually don't have an old red lip liner because I got rid of all my old lip liners not too long ago. So I'm just gonna use my Jaclyn Cosmetics one because it's literally just sitting right here, and it's gonna be the easiest one for me to use. Now that that's lined, I'm gonna go in with my two MAC products. I got these to do that video for Robert E. Christie so long ago, and it's been so long since I have used these. I don't remember. This is the lip gloss, so this is the liquid lip. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this first, followed by the lip gloss. I literally bought these specifically for that video. I saved my money, and I had the lip liner, the liquid lip, and then the lip gloss, and I freaking love that lip combo. Okay, it doesn't smell, which is a good thing, but the lip liner, my lip liner is gone because Kaya ate it when she was a puppy, so I unfortunately don't have the MAC Cosmetics one anymore. That was actually in the shade Fashion Legacy. I used to be so obsessed with this red lip and think it was like the prettiest red lip, and it's still not bad, but my taste in red lips have definitely evolved over time, and I'm just like not the biggest fan of this red lip color anymore. It's a little bit too fire engine red for me. I like a more deeper blood red. So to top it off, we're gonna go into the shade Russian Red. This is the lip glass right here, and this is exactly what I wore in that video. Still smells good, so that tells me something. It still smells good. Because there are some Fenty Beauty products that I have, like lip-wise, that smell freaking awful. Like there's this one red lip that I have from Fenty. It smells like garbage. It smells so bad. All right, to top it off, we're gonna use the Morphe Mattifying Setting Spray. Freaking hate this setting spray. Look what it does. It comes all over my face. This is the oldest one I have. I haven't gotten rid of it yet. Just have come literally all over my face. This is so gross. Oh, oh. Gross. Like it's on my lips and in my hair. Like, ugh. Okay guys, so this is the final look. So let's go ahead and quickly go over everything. I'll give you guys my thoughts. Well, one, I have nothing bad to say about the Tarte Silk Canvas. This is super old. Like I said, I've had this for years and years. It's practically empty. I still haven't gotten rid of it. It still smells okay. It still works. It still smells great. I think it definitely still works okay. I know it's definitely past its shelf life. I think everything I have here is honestly expired, but as long as it still smells good and still works, I'm going to keep using it because this shit's expensive. It's like a $60 primer. And I like literally busted my ass to be able to afford this primer and I didn't want to get rid of it. I really do still enjoy this primer, so definitely going to keep using this. As for like the foundations, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to keep these foundations. I like how the face looks right now. I think the face looks really good, but these are so runny, so liquidy, and there's just something like white sitting on top of this foundation. I don't know what it is. They don't smell bad. They smell pretty good and they worked really well. I'm just not sure how often I will use these compared to other foundations, but I definitely wanted to give them a go. I just don't know if they're still good or not. Like that's the only thing I still question, like if they're good or not, but they definitely weren't bad. Then we have the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This thing is so freaking empty. It definitely needs to be thrown away. I just haven't parted from it for whatever weird reason. I haven't parted from it, but it's still, it wasn't a bad concealer. I don't know. I like other concealers more. For the setting powders, I still really do enjoy these setting powders. I have nothing bad to say about them. I freaking love the way they smell. They do work wonders. I wouldn't necessarily say they contain the oil, but I just love the way my skin looks when I wear them. And then obviously we do have the MAC bronzer right here. I'll probably never part from this bronzer. I probably should at some point because it is probably the oldest piece of makeup that I have along with the lips. I bought these two together. So I probably should get rid of this because it's so old. But it still smells okay. It still works okay. I mean, I did hit pan, but like it's just so hard that I'm just like, oh no, like I don't know what to do. I still really like love that. Same thing with like my ColourPop Desert Rose. I hit pan on this one as well. You guys can tell I really did love this blush. I definitely have moved on to other blushes, but this blush was so pretty, so easy to work with. I really do enjoy it. Then we have the Benefit Gimme Brow. I do love this product. I do still use this all the time. Not this particular one. I have my newer ones put away that I use a lot more, but it's still a great product, so nothing bad to say about that. I actually don't have anything bad to say about my makeup. Like the same thing with these two. These are good mascaras. They're just empty. The highlighter was fantastic. And honestly, I actually really do like the eye look that I created with the Laura Lee Los Angeles Cast Pajama palette. It has been so long since I played with this palette. This was the first palette, like I said, I ever bought for myself, especially for like an influencer, my first expensive palette. And I have such good memories of this. I don't think it's like that pretty aesthetic wise, but I do think the formula works really well. And I really do like the soft, easy, neutral eye look that it created. And you know, it is unfortunate that she did discontinue this. And I really hope that she comes out with more eyeshadow palettes in the future. But this is a palette I'm going to hold near and dear to my heart because like I said, this is my first palette I ever bought for myself. I literally sat in my bedroom of my old apartment with my little nightstand and I would do my makeup with like a little lamp and I try to follow along with her tutorials and I struggled so hard and I fell in love with makeup because of it. And so I'm just really glad that I got to play with it again today. I know that this is definitely well expired technically, but it still worked wonders. It still smells okay. It worked okay. So I'm definitely gonna keep like playing with this like just because I should. And then we do have this gross setting spray. I need to get rid of this because I hate that it like comes all over my face. But the last thing we have is these two lip products right here. Now, I used to be obsessed with like this lip combo. I used to wear this lip combo all the time. And looking at it now, it's not bad, but like it's not me. Like I don't like this red. This red to me is a fire engine red and I'm more about like the blood reds. I love a deeper red, like a true red where it has that purple blue undertone. I could tell that this definitely has an orange undertone because of how bright it actually is. I do like the way it feels on the lips. I probably won't part from these for the mere fact that I bought these together. And this is what I used in my first YouTube video ever on YouTube, not including like the one I made for Jenna or like Kylie Cosmetics, but like my first actual like YouTube. I use these products and I have such a connection to them. Like I really have such a connection to them. I loved filming that video. I loved playing with these lip products for so long. I use these lip products and it's just, I have such a connection to it that it's hard for me to like part from it. I know I should because like they're definitely expired, but I don't know, like a part of me doesn't want to because like the hoarder in me just says no. So one day I will, but I don't think today is that day. But overall, I don't hate the eye look. Overall, I don't hate the makeup look. It definitely isn't my favorite. I definitely think that this could have used a pair of lashes and maybe like a black liner instead of a white liner for the look. But I know because I'm having such a bright lip, I should not have like a bright eye. Definitely not the worst makeup look, but definitely not the best. But I just wanted to sit back, relax, and play with some really old makeup that I haven't played with in so long to see if they're still even good and if I still like them. And I definitely don't hate anything that I used. So that actually is a plus. And it's nice because it just allows me to change up my content just a little and not buy every single makeup release and just kind of play with what I already own. So hopefully you guys liked this style video. If you do, please let me know down below so I can keep doing more stuff like this, keep trying out stuff in my collection, keep trying out older stuff. I definitely want to bring some more drugstore back into my videos and bring some more drugstore makeups. If you guys have any suggestions about drugstore makeups for me to check out, let me know down below. And also please make sure you guys check out my Sims video. I had the best time filming it. I really hope you guys give it a chance because it was so much fun. But yeah, that was my bit. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos a week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel, it's Art for the Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to all these beautiful, wonderful paid members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you and I'll see you guys very next video. Bye. Hey guys, what's up and welcome. Okay, so I want to say to start off, we're going to use the Laura Lee Lash. So when I was like really when I was really discovering about it for Laura Lee, like when oh my god, how long have I been talking with that on my teeth? Are you serious? Oh my god, I was talking without my teeth the whole time? Oh.